Hey, this is Fascination here, and today I would like to share my thoughts about a demo that I tried recently today. Today, I want to talk about Cris Tales for the PC version. Let's go! Cris Tales. How would I describe in simple terms that everyone in the world can simply understand about this game? It's freaking beautiful. Now you guys are wondering, how in the world did this game pass through my gaming radar? While everyone in the world has been quarantined for these past few months, I suddenly got a notification that came from a PlayStation 4 trailer, and my impressions were really impressed. After one Google search later, there was a demo for me to try it out, and so here I thought thinking, let's give it a go. For the first time in a long time, I felt a kid in a candy store. So to begin, I like to be fair and unbiased when talking about these games, so I would like to talk about both the good and the bad about this demo impression. Starting off with the good side, beginning off with the graphics. If I were to describe the game's graphics in my own way of words, it would be amazing! The art style reminds me of some of the amazing works of Elvin Earl, with the mix of Cartoon Network and Disney combined. The idea and feel that you are in a TVY7 fantasy violence cartoon is brilliant, and whenever I play it, it feels like I'm part of this fantasy cartoon. Oh, did I mention that it also has some anime influences? Anyway, I really like how the characters have their own look and their own distinctive features and expressions when talking to them. Each character I've talked to had fully voiced voice acting, which is a nice addition to add more life to the characters. And I swear, even if you stop for a moment to just appreciate the scene, it really looks like an artwork of Elvin Earl, which kinda looks like it would belong to an art museum. Or an amazing piece of wallpaper that you can stick into your 2D waifu. Wonderful! And of course we have our sweet, adorable maiden, Cris. Cris is our main protagonist in this game. She's a very optimistic, caring girl that was raised by an orphanage under the hand of her own adopted mother, Mother Superior. She also knows the town people around her, and she secretly has the secret power of spoilers alert. If you still haven't played the demo, and you're already convinced by the footage itself, then may I implore you to play it?
No.
It won't take long, and it only takes less than 2 hours to beat, so go on. I can wait. Anyway, her secret power is that she can see both the past and the future, but not in the way as how others see it. She sees all three timelines: the past, the present, and the future. And what the game shows the future possibility, depending on how she has to make her choices, will affect the impact of the game. Oh, did I mention that you gotta make decisions in this game? Yes, your decisions will impact on the outcome of the future, depending on who you help, which can be disheartening for someone as caring as her. What I really like about this power is that not only shows the possibility of her trying to help people to make a better future for everyone, but it also reflects the character's positive and optimistic views when it comes to her use of her own power. So yeah, I'd give them extra points for the character design that conveys together with her strength. Another thing that I also really love is how her power shows all the past, the present, and the future, showing the unfinished and future states of the statues, the age effects of the people around him, and the past and present death of an old geezer in the seat, and even many more details that I find myself stopping and wanting to take a nice look into all the world. Then we have Matthias, our frog assistant. He's more of a gentle frog that guides our main character to her destination. I can't say anything much about him, but at least he's not as intrusive as someone I know. He has the power to leap in time called a time hop. He can enter both the past and the future, just to interact with things from getting a lost object in the future or moving something in the past. You know, you shouldn't be messing with the past or else you're gonna end up creating a paradox where if you're gonna blow up, oh wonderful! Also, I love the details of how the frog transforms into its younger and older self. Whether it's a small task involved in the past or the present, he can get the job done. Then we have Wilhelm, a wise time mage that is a lot older than he looks, but he can perform poisonous spells thanks to his little friends. The you can drag or us? You can drag or us, Yukandra for short. And then we have Christopher, who kinda looks like Ty if he was kicked out of his anime and decided to be animated.
Yeah, grub on! These will keep us all fat for a month!
Wilhelm is the one responsible for giving the Sword of Hope for Cris, which transforms her into a more grown and powerful self, which looks super cool. Now we're done talking about the graphics, now I'd like to talk about the gameplay. The gameplay is as basic as any other JRPG turn-based, except that it borrows some of the elements from Paper Mario when it comes to timing the attacks and defenses. If you successfully press the button right on time of the attack, you will get a boosted critical hit or even do more damage. If you press the action button on time while an enemy is attacking you, you will get a parry reward which absorbs the most damage when receiving an attack. But if your timing is a bit off, you will get a deflective state that will barely absorb the enemy's attack. It might take a bit to get used to it, but once you do, you'll be able to save your resources, which you might want to save for the tougher monsters later on. Speaking of monsters, the combat strategy in this game revolves around the synergy of your teammates. Learning how to combine time travel mechanics alongside with some of the elemental and other attacks, the key is learning what attacks to combine with to get the most damage out of your turn. Like how watering an enemy to the past and summoning them to the present can cause your enemies to rust down in their defenses, splashing water on enemies to cool their aggro down, or even aging the enemies if you have nothing else better to use. Oh look, he's young again. It encourages the idea of experimenting and trying out new things, but since this is a demo, we only have a small taste of what it does minimally. Who knows what the developer might be intending when utilizing this new mechanic onto the game? Maybe a fourth breaking wall joke where I summon myself to the future to warn myself about the unavoidable doom of the yellow dollar bill that's going to hunt us all eventually, leaving us to a society where we have to conform and adapt to a moral corporate blind man set aside? What? You're telling me it's happening? Damn it! And lastly, I want to talk about the music. And oh god, the music is fantastic. Take a listen to it. If I were to describe the music, it's fascinating. I'd say they nailed it out of the park when it comes to accomplishing that fairy tale-like, fantasy-esque style of music. I really don't have the right words to describe these feelings that I get when listening to this music. So I think I'm going to leave this word that I believe that we can all agree on and that we wouldn't agree anymore. Enchanted. Alright, now that I mentioned all the great things about this demo, now let's talk about the things that I did enjoy in this game. And that would be the combat speed. The combat speed in this game can be a bit slow sometimes, especially when you want to retry the Coliseum over and over again. The boss in the demo can drag on a bit, and it took me around 5 minutes to take her down with my limited combat techniques. But who knows, they might be able to address this in the future when the game releases, where you can actually level up or use items that boost your attack speed. But further all, they are only just minor nitpicks that don't retract the experience of the game. I was already impressed by the visuals and the characters of this game, and I really don't mind it. Oh, and about the Coliseum mode, you better bring your game on, because this is where the meat and the bread comes in. Coliseum should not be taken lightly, and it will test your RPG skills to the fullest when approaching to this mode. And if you can't beat it, don't feel too bad, since this will take some practice and mastering to the RPG mechanics. So in the end, did I really enjoy this demo? Yes! I found myself going back to it and played it again and again, just because I want to know more about the details that are thrown into this world. The thing is, I never had this feeling that I get when playing any other demo that I played for a very long time. And I'm also impressed that not many AAA titles can get me this engaged when playing just a small piece of cake of what the final product can become. I want to give a huge thanks and a huge massive praise to the developer team, Dreams Uncorporated, for making such a wonderful piece of cake that I so truly enjoy. If you guys don't get it, what I meant was the demo, metaphor speakly. And I hope that their game releases come with a huge success, because yes, I want to keep playing games like this, where they put the emphasis on fun. So if you haven't played this, what are you waiting for? Go on, play it, go support them. Wishlist them on your Steam. Send them your paychecks. Sip the out of. Hey, thanks for watching my fun little video about one of my favorite upcoming pieces that is about to come this 2021. And if you'd like to see more of what I do, just go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It ain't gonna bite you or anything. So go on and do it. And if you think that I deserve more than a subscription, you can just go and follow me on my Patreon. I made some awesome badges for those who are willing to support my channel. And the best part is, they shine when I play them on my outro. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. Now with that out of the way, I want you all to have a beautiful, wonderful day. And also, stay fascinated. Cue the outro, girl.